I was wanting to talk about Lil Wayne's evolution, right? Like Drake evolves constantly because he adjusts to the time. Has Wayne evolution peaked? And does the evolution come, or is he trapped by his legacy? Meaning that, the fans expect a certain sound. Is his sound outdated? Or has evolution peaked? Like if we look at Jay keeps evolving. Jay come back and does music. He sounds good when he does it. His lifestyle also on the front screen or in front of us shows that he's evolving and we want to follow it. When it comes to Wayne as being one of the greats that changed the game at one point, has his evolution peaked?
I wouldn't say peaked, but I will say
or is
plateaued. Maybe the better word.
Or is it stagnant? Is it when we look at Wayne, right? Are we looking forward to hear something new from him? And the last time,
yes,
we are.
Yeah, I am.
I'm always looking forward.
But is this sound just the same? So are you doing it because of what?
So here's the thing with Wayne. Wayne's not. I mean, he has a couple records where he does it, where he gets vulnerable, gets transparent, tells you about his life, shit like that. But for the most part, Wayne is just rapping.
And at a high level.
Yeah, no, that's not a
Still,
knock.
but,
but what I'm saying is,
absolutely.
he's great at putting words together without saying much. If that makes sense. Like
I concur. Huh? I concur. And
but I don't have it in me to listen to y'all live just because we're on the podcast today.
But wait, Joe, before that, Joe, wait.
Both of y'all.
We're the live.
Joe, but hold on, wait, guys.
Wayne has been absolutely fucking destroying features.
I want to keep up with y'all real quick. Evolution to me, when I look at,
I want to fight with these niggas.
No, you can, Joe. But let me just say that, just please.
Go ahead.
Evolution to me, when I look at Jay, yes, he can rap, he can still rap, but I think his lifestyle surrounding it, the moves that he's making in real life, makes me feel
his lyrics reflect the growth of his lifestyle. He's no longer rapping about selling drugs and shit like that.
You got it. So he's currently evolving. So what are we looking?
But that's because Jay always is talking about his life in his raps. So even from the selling drugs point, and that's what I'm saying about Wayne. Wayne wasn't really doing that. He wasn't really talking about my life.
The answer to your question is yes, Wayne is peaked. Like, I don't know what they're talking about.
Gotcha.
It's a very quick,
plateau.
And simple.
Peak implies it's going down.
No.
Yes. That's what a peak means.
A plateau means
a plateau is up and you're going over.
Let me fight with them.
Go ahead.
Let me have my fight with them. I don't even think y'all have a foundation to lay this argument on. Wayne, we can safely say we've seen the absolute best of. I don't give a fuck if his rhyming improves for the next 5 and 10 years. That moment in time where what he's doing is in sync with what the people backing him is doing, is in sync with how the fans are receiving him, in sync with making his best music, songs, choruses, performance, Billboard. That has happened already.
I think you're talking...
We're not getting that whole entire run, all of the joints that we have. If Wayne go get in the booth 20 times right now, none of that's coming out.
I think that you're talking
He's just doing some great rhyming.
I think you're talking about business and...
I'm talking about artistry.
Yes and no, because I think that he still raps at a very high level. I think that the external forces of the label being behind it and being in tune with the times and all that shit, yes, maybe that has passed him by, and that's fine. I think that his ability to rap is still A++. I don't think that has... I think it's plateaued.
Your ability to rap
to the top and then you keep
only
going.
a certain percentage of your artistry and how it's defined.
Agree, but
I'm not questioning his rap skills. When he did the Niggas Done Started Something shit a year and a half ago, anytime he get on something and raps and is focused,
he goes.
His rap skills will be indisputable. I think his peak encapsulates a little more than just that. Something you forgot. If you send him in the booth 20 times today, 30 times, 40 times, that's not coming out of there.
I disagree.
It was a moment in time.
I disagree with that.
As do I.
Is that in totality as far as like what Park said, like what you said, label, people behind him?
I think that rapping, I think rapping,
yeah,
but I think a lot goes into artistry when we talk about it, right? Like rapping is like riding a bike for me. It's like you having a jump shot. Ray Allen today could walk on a basketball court and make jump shots.
Yes.
That is the ability to rap for rappers at this echelon.
Echelon.
The echelon. The other stuff your song making ability, your chorus making ability, how you come off, how you're presenting yourself, how you understand, how you adapt, all of those other things that you have to have the world in the palm of your hands like he did at one point. As you age, that goes away.
You know,
I think it's natural.
You know what else it sound like? The hunger part.
Is he trapped by his
Because he might not be trying to do that. Wayne, some people get Eminem. They get to a point where
but then you peaked. Then you peaked. Because if you don't even have the energy in you, back to full circle moment to Flip calling me, yo, you've been a little low energy. That don't mean I can't do what I do. That just mean I ain't had the energy. Hey, newsflash, part of doing this and being received a certain way is having energy.
True. That you can get that energy back too, though, and get right back to where you was.
I haven't seen that, and we haven't seen that for a lot of years.
True, but that does not mean, again, Wayne just sold his catalog for a shit ton of money. Wayne had some legal shit that he was dealing, like, that don't mean that he can't do it. It just means he hasn't done it.
I'm not questioning his ability. It's not can't. It's not. He is not doing it for whatever the reason. I'm not in the man's head.
Okay.
But I think that's natural. When you talk about the evolution of shit, you're not supposed to still be in that spot.
Operating at a full clip.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're not supposed to even want that same shit.
Is that
I look at Wayne, I look at Ross, I look at some of these niggas that have battled like real health issues while dominant and be like, wow, yo, they survived that. They alive. They still rocking, doing what they love. You see Ross having a money battle with 50. Like, you see, niggas is alive, healthy, and doing whatever they want to do.
Right.
That's like a fan conversation to figure out, hey, you think they still got it? You think they still... Like, if Carter... What Carter's he on right now?
This should be 6.
I think that the prime Wayne that we reminisce over and look at with rosy glasses was him destroying features, but they were on big records. I think he's still destroying features. He's just not, doesn't have the world in the palm of his hands like you were saying, where every big artist with the big record is going to Wayne for that feature.
What would you guys say is Wayne's magnum opus? You know, there's a
Project Wise?
Yes, that's the culmination
2
of
or
like
3.
Magnum opus is going to be 3. The core is going to say 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
The core is going to say 2, but for the world,
it's 3.
It's 3.
Yeah.
So
But wait, my secondary
Sorry.
question would be, does he regard that as his magnum opus, or does he still feel like he has not made that project that will ultimately define his legacy in a pretty pink bow, and he can literally do nothing like after that?
No, I think he 100% feels like
Joe,
he has that project already.
Question, Joe, do you feel like...
And it's 2 or 3.
Do you feel like as fans of these artists from the beginning, and I brought up Jay, because Jay is continually to evolve with his daughter, with Beyonce, they continually to take it to different levels when it comes to their life. Do you think that lifestyle-wise that plays a part into peaking? Like when you said Wayne is still there, he shouldn't still be there. You said something just now, stuck where he is, right? I think you said that. I don't know if I'm quoting you right, but if we look at Jay could come out and rap. He still can rap, but his overall lifestyle is something that's impressive. Like Jay's continue to grow.
Jay's peaked album-wise too.
But he continues to break boundaries, which doesn't pigeonhole him in a certain category.
Well, the difference with that is...
So you think Wayne, because when we look at him...
The difference with that is Jay's always been independent and doing partnerships. So he's not tied behind bad contracts and shit like that. He has freedom.
Let's look at Joe real quick.
That's the difference between where him and Wayne
Don't look at me right after Hov.
Whereas,
wait.
Right
after Hov.
Whereas with
Wayne
was in such a bad position
Say
where...
number 3?
Wayne was in such a bad position where Hov had to come bail him out.
I understand.
So it's levels.
I also think we're talking about business shit versus artistry.
But
Jay-Z doesn't continue to make music even at the clip. Wayne isn't super duper active, but he's more active than Hov by far.
No, the confusion part, what I'm saying, I'm thinking, because this was the confusion part, that's why I get confused. If I look at Joe, right? Joe was still part of Slaughterhouse, but the podcast, if he was a part of Slaughterhouse and he still rapped, but his podcast is successful, to me, Joe didn't peak. He's still evolving because now he has a successful podcast. He's making a lot of more money. His lifestyle changes. So when we look at Wayne, we don't really see anything pertaining to his lifestyle. Maybe because he's secretive. We just hear these things. So I'm looking at the overall artist.
He's secretive, and he was behind some bad shit, like I said. And that shit will fuck you up for a long time. If you were in a bad deal for 20 years, it's going to take you some time to bounce back. Even if you get everything right. You know how it is already. But shit that you've been through.
But I mean,
it takes you a while to come back.
You're saying business wise, Wayne got Young Money Sports. They got Travis Hunter signed over there, who is about to get drafted in this draft coming up.
I didn't know
He's
that.
doing
Top 5.
things. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Wayne
Shout out
is
to
doing
Wayne.
things outside of music. He's just not as
It's not broadcast.
yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Neutral Budden.